Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. We people are always desirous of becoming a successful person. Success is something which, keeps in our mind, which stays in our mind. We idolize it. We are struggling, striving, wishing, wanting. We are success is like something maybe we worship about. So it is okay having that much desire to be a successful person, but the trouble is that it is sporadic, it is not constant. This motivation is not so permanent. So that is the reason we are not much able to make progress on this route, the route to happy, the route to success. One more thing why we want to become a successful person. The reason is that we are of the view if I become a successful person, I will be a happier one. And without the success, I will not be a happy person. This is the reason we want to become successful person. But despite all that, success is good, success is necessary. But at the same time, as far the happiness is concerned, happiness is not any way lesser important as compared to the success. One more thing, that the happiness, once we are happy, we are better able to work for our success. But if at all we are not a happy person, we are not as effective in our struggle for the sake of success. So it actually means that it is very important to be successful, to be a happy person, and that is the reason that we have made it a topic of our today's discussion: how to become a happy person, how to become a happy lady, how to become a happy man. So, my dear friends and fellows, obviously, there are certain personality traits which we need to develop. Some of these maybe we will already be having in ourselves, while another some of these we will not be having, or we will be having the very little of it. We need to cultivate, we need to develop, we need to nourish these aspects of our personality so that we could become a happier person. So once we started looking upon the subject, we came to know that there are few things, and these few things are actually eight in number, which we need to understand. Once we do understand it, then better we are able to become a happy person. Once we try to assimilate it, once we try to make it as a part of our personality, we definitely become a happy person. So, my dear friends and fellows, let's look upon all of those eight things which are essential to make us a happy person. These are not very difficult to practice, but these are really essential. Without these things, we cannot become a happy person at all. Let's look upon all that one by one. First of all, it is they practice gratitude daily. Practicing the gratitude daily. What is this gratitude? Why to practice the gratitude? When so many of the things are lacking in my life, why to become a grateful person? Why to practice the gratitude? I might not be having all what I want to, I might not be having all what I need to, but still there are things which are very important. Maybe we are taking all these very important things for granted, but we feel the importance of it only once we lose it. Otherwise, as long as we are having it, we fail to realize how much important it is. If at all we are alive, I think that is something the life cannot be bought with, even with a huge chunk of money. So the life is something which is most precious. If at all we are healthy, if at all most or all of our organs, if at all our vital organs are working in a good manner, I think we must be very much grateful. This is more important than having even the mountains of gold, than being even the biggest office bearer in the world. So, dear friends, they practice gratitude. Why to practice the gratitude when there are so many problems in my life? Indeed, there are problems, but there are plenty and plenty of problems which other people are suffering in the world today. maybe around me as well. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made me safe of those problems. I need to become grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Saying the salah is one of the best ways, is the best way rather to practice the gratitude. Being grateful to the people, to our parents, to our loved one. I think we need to practice the gratitude daily. Now the second thing is they embrace their imperfections. They embrace their imperfection. Nobody on earth is perfect at all. Nobody on earth is perfect at all. If at all we are idolizing someone else, if at all we have made somebody as our role model, I think even if at all we get closer to them, we might find that there are things which are not perfect, not even excellent in their life. So, for that reason, we need to understand that although we need to keep struggling, we need to keep striving for the sake of improvement, but at the same time we also need to embrace our imperfection, accept it that I'm not perfect. Although I'm struggling to become a better person, I'm not struggling to become a perfect person because this is nothing but an illusion, nothing more than an illusion at all. So, dear friends and fellows, they are, the second is they embrace their imperfection. Okay, I'm okay to be imperfect. I don't need to become a perfect person, but I will strive to become better. I will strive to improve. Now, the third thing the happy people have in themselves, they make time for self care. Self care is very important. Self care cannot be delegated. Self care cannot be outsourced at all. Self care is very, very important. So we need to take care of ourselves. Taking care of ourselves, nobody else remains with us 24/7. So why not to become careful? Why not to take care of ourselves? Self care. They practice self care. Now the next is they stay active. The fourth is they stay active. Activity is very important. Not to sit idle, not to waste your time. They stay active. Staying active, very, very important. For the useful purposes, for the useful causes, stay active. So that is the fourth thing. Now the fifth is they prioritize meaningful connection. They prioritizing meaningful connection, not only the connection, rather the meaningful connection. What is the difference between an ordinary connection and a meaningful connection? People are seen running behind the important people. It is okay, I'm not against it. But dear friends and fellows, those who share our feeling, those who empathize with us, those who are genuinely connected with us, whether they are above us, whether they are below us, whether they are equal to us in the social status, but if at all these people are genuinely connected with us heart to heart, this relationship must be prioritized. Just a formal relationship, it is okay, but we need to develop the mind to mind, heart to heart relationship. That is, they prioritize meaningful connection. Now the sixth is they set personal goals. They set personal goals. Setting of the personal goal, lack of personal goals mean there is no aim in the life, no purpose in the life. But we need to set personal goals. We need to set personal goals. It is very, very, very important. Setting of the personal goals is very important. Our goals are our targets. Our goals are our destination. What I want to become, where I want to reach, what I want to achieve. So that is whatever have have positive personal goals. Have the goals which can bring betterment, happiness into your life. They set personal goals. Personal goals very important, but these personal goals must be achievable. This should not be. It is shouldn't be a Herculean task needed. It shouldn't be like a gigantic gargantuan task. No, not something like that at all. Rather, it is something which is slightly challenging, but which is quite achievable at the same time. So they set personal goals. Now the seventh is they cultivate a positive mindset. Positive mindset. Mindset means a set of attitude, a set of behavior. So that is a positive mindset. Mindset of hope, views, belief of hope. We need to develop a positive mindset. Very, very important. Now, the eighth and the last is they practice self-love. If at all nobody cares us, nobody loves us, no problem. We need to love ourselves. We need to take care of ourselves. There must be self-compassion and self-love. What is this self compassion? Once we fail, once we suffer a setback, once we feel inadequate in certain situations, I think we need to become warm and understanding towards us. We need to become a warm and understanding towards us, like we do to a dearer friend, a loved one. In the same manner, I think we need to love ourselves. We need to have self compassion. We need to develop the self love. So these are the eight things which are needed to lead a happy life. It is very important indeed, much more important than any other thing. So take care of all of these eight things so that we could lead a happy life. And leading a happy life, happiness automatically it contributes a lot for the sake of success. Rather, even a happiness without a success too, even this thing is something great. That's all from me at the moment. Thank you very